Hi, welcome back. In previous session we have seen how to secure the configuration properties using AnyPoint enterprise security software. But in this session we'll see another technique where we can secure the configuration properties by using Secure-properties-tool.jar. We'll have to download the jar and we'll create a property file with properties to be secured, and we'll use Mule secure configuration properties extension module. We'll get it from the exchange, and we'll see how to encrypt and decrypt configuration properties. So let's go to Mulesoft website and download the jar, the security properties tool jar, and we'll give you this link, and from here you can download the jar. And let's go to downloads. Here we can see the jar that we have downloaded, and we'll create a folder and copy this jar. Here I have created secure properties folder and I have placed the jar that we have downloaded, right? So secure property folder is ready with the jar that we need for encryption. So here in AnyPoint Studio I already have a project running. I have a get trains workflow which is connecting to database with a database connection details. Connection details are already set, and then in case of success it's giving the train information based on the train number. So let's run the project and let's run a successful workflow and see how it's working. Let's go to any Postman. Here is the API. When we call the API with the train number, it gives you the response from the database. It reads the data from DB and gives the response. If the train is not found, it gives the information, and if the train is present, if it will give you the information of that particular train. So it's successfully connecting to the database. Here we can see we have a select query and the database configuration details. These details are currently read from the property files. This MySQL username, password and other details are read from this local.yaml file. Here we can see the database connection details. And in this session let's encrypt this username and password, because these are visible to everyone, right? So let's go to the folder where we have and let's copy that local file and paste it here. If we click on this, we can see all the details, right? So let's remove and retain whatever is required for encryption. We just want to encrypt the username and password so that everybody cannot see the details from the properties file, because it will be encrypted. So now we have the details, properties to be encrypted. Let's go to command prompt, and there is a command that we have to run for encryption. This is a command for encryption. It is using the secure properties tool jar, and this is from MuleSoft, and we are going to encrypt the file, right? We are going to encrypt this file. Encrypt is the operation. It can be encrypt or decrypt. Blowfish is an algorithm. There are other algorithms supported. CBC is the mode, and key is a like password. We will have to save this key so that we can decrypt. And in a secure folder we can see that local file is there where we have the properties to be encrypted. So let's give the proper name. Local.yaml is the input file, and once the properties are secured, it will be saved in the secure file. It's an output file. You can name it to whatever you want. So pass is the key. We have input and output file details. Let's write down the details. We have a key, and here the algorithm is blowfish. So these details we need so that we can use the same when while defining the secure configuration properties. Yeah, CBC is the mode, and input file name is local.yaml. This is the file that we have in the secure properties folder, right? Along with the jar we have this file, and once the encryption is done, the output will be saved in the secure file. You can name it whatever you want, but let's name it local secure file.yaml, right? So let's copy this command and run it from the command prompt. We have to be in that particular folder where we have the jar. So we have executed the command. Let's go and check the folder. Here we can see the encrypted file, and if you click on this, we can see the properties that we had. Username and password are encrypted. We had these details, and all the details are encrypted, right? So now we have the details that we wanted, right? Let's copy this, and we'll go to Anypoint Studio and use the same file. You can create a new file and paste this information, but for now let's use the same file. We have the details, and let's remove this file from the local.yaml file. So because anyways we are using the username and password from the secure file, so we don't want it anymore in the local.yaml. So let's create a secure file for different environments as well. We have prod and QA, right? So let's create a secure file for them as well. Prod secure file. Even this is having the username and password details. Let's create for QA as well. Usually based on the specific environment, details will be different. But for demo, we have a same configuration details for all the domains. So we have a SQL DB connection and also the secure property details. We have the properties which are encrypted in the particular secure files. So these are the details that we have used for encryption, right? So we will have to define those details in the secure properties configuration. Let's try to create the configuration details. If we type secure, we are not getting any configuration or so we will have to go to the exchange and get it, because it's not available locally. I already have an account added. If you don't have, you can give the username and password and add the account. So let's search for the module. We want Mule secure configuration. Let's search for Mule secure configuration. This is a module given from MuleSoft, and we need this in the application. We have to add this dependency. So once we add, we will be able to set the details of the secure properties. Here we can see that the dependency is added. Secure properties connector we can see. Right now we'll go and search for the secure configuration, secure properties configuration. Yes, we can see the connector configurations. Here we can give the details that we have for the properties which are secured. So we have to tell where the secured properties are present. The secured files are present in the properties folder. So let's give properties. Then for now let's refer to we can use a environment and .yaml. Yeah, environment is to refer the particular environment. It can be local, prod or QA, and key is a pass, right? This is a key that we have used for encryption. We can pass the value directly, or we can use a variable for this as well. and later we can give the value for this variable. Okay, let's give the hard-coded values for now, because let's test if everything is fine. The property file we are referring is local secure file, and Blowfish is the algorithm that we have used. CBC was the mode, right? These are the details that we have used for the encryption. So the property configuration is set. Now we will have to read these secure properties from the DB configuration. We will have to use a secure keyword, secure colon, and same with the password as well. Okay, MySQL DB username or password, they are still the same way how we had previously in the local file. MySQL DB is a first level, and next we have a username. So now we are referring the secure properties from the DB configurations. So let's add a logger and read the secure properties to confirm if we are getting the proper values from the secured properties. Let's read the values of username and password. Username, and the username that we are getting from the local secure file. Let's read the properties. We'll have to use a secure keyword to read the secure properties, because the system should know that these properties are secured, so that it can go to secure property configuration and get the details of the encryption. Okay, we have copied the secure properties from the configuration and pasted here, and we are using a p function by passing the property placeholder, and let's use let's write the password details as well, and this time we'll use $symbol to get the property details. This way we can print both username and password. Let's click on OK and copy the same and try to print the details from the transfer message as well. These are the DB configuration details. So I have copied it from the logger, so let's paste the same. So we can read both username and password. Let's save it and deploy. Let's run the project. Here we can see that secure properties configuration is having all the details that we have used for encryption, and after the secure we are using secure keyword to read the secure properties. So we are reading the details from logger and also from transfer message. We are using both p function and also $symbol. Let's clear the console and run the project and see what we are getting. We are getting the username and also the password. It's not properly, the space is not given properly, so in the log message also we can see the same details. Right, so let's stop the project and give a space. Okay, let's change here as well in the transfer message. Just add a comma between username and password. So now we go to the configuration details. Here we can see that the details are hard coded. We are only reading it from the local file, and the key is also hard coded. So let's create a variables so that we can read the properties based on that particular environment. Now these are the variables that we have to set and give some value. Now the environment is local, so let's edit and let it refer to QA. and the key we have to define. The key is pass, and this is what the key we have used for encryption. So now we have given value for both the variables environment and key, so that now it refers to QA file, qa.yaml and QA secure file. Let it deploy. Okay, the application is deployed. Now, yes, we are getting the details properly from the secure properties. And in the log message also we can see the details. And now the details, the encrypted details are read from the QA file. It's just that we have to copy whatever the details we have to encrypt and use the command for the encryption and give the details of the algorithm and password. So we have got the encrypted value and copied to the particular secure files, and then we have from the exchange we have imported the module that we needed, secure properties dependency we have added, and set the details of the secure properties. And then we have used a secure keyword to refer to the secure properties, to read the values from secure properties. And yeah, that's all. This way we can encrypt the properties by using the jar. Okay, these are the details that we have used for encryption. This is the command that we have used. Encrypt is the operation, and file level we have encrypted. The input was local.yaml, and after the encryption we have got the local secure file, right? It's a file level encryption. So what if we want to decrypt the details? So for example, I have a secure file which is having the secured properties, and if I want to decrypt the file and see what was the property values, that time we can use a decrypt. It should be, we should give the proper algorithm details in the mode, and the key should be the same that we have used for encryption. Now we are reading the secure file, and the output can be, you can give the name or whatever the name you want. Let's decrypt this. It's a file level decryption. Let's paste the command. So all the property details, all the encrypted values that we have in the had in the secure file should be decrypted. Here we can see the property values. This was the properties that we have encrypted. Now we have used a decrypt command for decryption and got the details, right? So what if we want to just decrypt particular property? We don't want the complete file to be decrypted, just some property to be decrypted. In that case, we can use this is a file level decryption. That's why we have used file, right? This was a file. So if we want to decrypt this particular property, then we can replace the file. Okay, let's see. It's a file level encryption or decryption. And the next, let's try the particular property decryption or encryption. It's a string encryption. So we have to replace the file with the string. And we want to decrypt that particular property. It's a not file level encryption or decryption. So let's remove the input output files. Let's use the same key. You can use a key whatever you want, but for the decryption you have to use the same key. Let's try this. We are trying to decrypt the encrypted value. It's not working. It's giving an exception. It's invalid, it's saying. We will have to consider the string between the brackets. Otherwise it says it's a the encrypted values are not in proper format. This time it works. So the string whatever is given is decrypted and we got the property properly, right? So this way you can decrypt or encrypt at file level or string level. Thank you.